Greetings to my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be shared. Celine Driver again. Back with another Watches for Life video. Been a while since I did one of these. This is number 13 of a semi-official ongoing series that I came up with. Not the most original idea, I grant you, but what the heck. This one is an idea that I got by watching a video, I believe it was from my friend Chris over at the Watch Lounge. He did a video recently on keepers. And I thought to myself, you know, there's very little out there that's original anymore, so I don't think Chris will mind if I borrow his idea for a video of my own. I thought it would be a simple thing to pick keepers out of my collection. But I currently, as of August 20th, 2018, when this video is shot, I currently have 42 watches. That's down a bit. I've been selling watches off that I know I'm not going to wear anymore, and I'd like to see them go to good homes. I have 42 watches, and there's going to be more added. And it was really, really hard to pick these watches as keeper watches. I mean, there are so many watches that I just look at that collection and said, no, I don't want to sell that one. No, I don't want to sell that one, but I could if I had to. And then that was my criteria in my personal collection. What watches would I absolutely not sell unless financial disaster struck me, which, you know, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. But, you know, there but for the grace of God go I and all that. But these are the 7 that I came up with that it would break my heart and make my soul scream to part with for various reasons. So I just want to go over them real quick and try and explain why. So let's start in the back row here. And I have my vintage Seiko Pogue watch. I know 1 or 2 of you have emailed me, that's not a Pogue watch. Whatever. It's a Pogue watch. Leave me alone. I just love this watch. I love everything about it. I love the fact that it's a vintage Seiko. I love the fact that despite this thing being, what now? I think this is a 70 watch, so 80, 90, 2000, 2010, so, you know, getting up to 48 years old. You know, whatever the date is. It's old, okay? It's not quite as old as me, but it's old. Despite that fact, this watch is in fantastic condition. I don't know much about its history, but I do know that it's got the original movement in it, and the original bracelet, and it keeps great time. I don't have to play with this watch very much. And that yellow gold dial and the Pepsi bezel and the black chapter ring, I love this watch. It was a long time to find one of these that I liked, and I liked its condition. And I'm very happy to have this watch. And I just could not see myself ever parting with it, despite the fact that, well, I don't know how to work a pilot's bezel. I don't think anybody I know does. But just the look of this watch and the functionality and the fact that it's this old and still works this well, it just blows me away, and it's one of the reasons it's a keeper. And then I have my 2 Squales here. This is actually the first Squale I ever bought. This is the 1521 in the Azul if I'm pronouncing that right, to the gorgeous tropical blue. Saw this on I believe it was the Urban Gentry channel. It was the first time I ever saw one of these, and just was absolutely taken by it and started hunting for one right away that was in the price range that I wanted to pay, and found one, and it is in excellent condition. You know, it's worn. I bought it used. It's got a few scratches. I'm sure the light picks that up. I can see it in my viewer. But the crystal is in great shape. The case is in great shape. It's keeping great time. You know, maybe have to add a minute every few days or so. But you know, hey, it's an automatic. You want 100% accuracy, buy a smartphone or a quartz. But I love that orange hand, the wonderful, unique blue. And then the more I learned about Squale's history, the more I said this was a great pickup. And the shark mesh style band, bracelet. It just a great watch. And great looking. It functions well. It wears beautifully. Here, I'll show you. Everything is in superb working condition. Oops. There we go. It just wears beautifully on my wrist. It's comfortable. You can wear it all day. And it's a tough sumbitch, you know. They don't make these things, you know, to wear at cocktail parties. These are good working watches. And that's why I love that one. And it's twin, the 1521 Lion Shark, one of only 100. This was, again, Urban Gentry, the Urban Gentry guy, TGV, Tristano. He worked with Squale to come up with this particular color combination. And just love the sunburst gray. Look how the light plays with that, and the red bezel. Yes, it did take a little damage by the previous owner. I don't think Squale is going to be coming up with a replacement bezel for that anytime soon. But hey, if anybody you know knows better than I on that, comment down below. Let me know how I can get a new one. But again, just a solid, beautifully wearing watch, and this one is in excellent condition. It did come on the leather strap that came with the watch. I found a source to buy the shark band, the shark mesh, and put it on there because I just like that better than the leather band. So that's me. And then I have my one and only Glycine watch. I'm not, you know, I mean, Glycine makes some nice pieces, and I like them good enough to look at, but none of them really appeal to me much to own, except for this one. And I've already told this story multiple times. I am a lifelong Florida Gator fan and alum. Their school colors are orange and blue. I saw a picture of this a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but a while ago. Fell in love with it and went on a hunt for this. And it took a good long time to find one. And actually, it found me. Its owner found a post that I put up on the forum website called Watch You Seek, WATCHUSEEK, watchyouseek.com. I put in their want to buy section that I wanted one of these. I put a picture up, and nothing happened for months and months. And then this guy came in and said, "Hey, I've got one of these I want to sell. Are you still looking for one?" And I said, well, I won't repeat exactly what I said, but yeah, absolutely. Showed me pictures. It was in beautiful shape, came with full kit. And this is my Gator watch. This is Gator 1. I have two other watches that are Seikos with the same color combination. This is Gator. Actually, this is Gator 2. I'm sorry. One of the Seikos I found, SRP 351, was the first one I got because I couldn't find one of these. But this is Gator 2. But this is my favorite one. This one goes nowhere. Gator 1 and Gator 3 might get sold. No, they won't, but they have a higher probability of going away than this one. This one is beautiful. It wears, look how thin that is for an automatic diver. It wears beautifully. It's comfortable. And it's solid as a rock. It's just, it wears well and it plays with the light just beautifully. And I'm very, very happy that I found one, because they ain't easy to find. I don't think Glycine made a lot of those. And then I have my oldest watch. I love this. I love Accutrons. Even though they are some of the most troublesome watches I've ever owned from a maintenance standpoint, I love Accutrons. Once you get them sorted, and my friend Bob Piker at mybob.net, this guy only services Accutrons. And he sells them too. In fact, he sold me this one. This one is very unique. I know I've shot this one before in other videos. The uniqueness of this, other than the fact that it is a space view watch, which means obviously you can see the mechanism, including that beautiful tuning fork and the coils up there. This one is a 1961 vintage watch, and it is, if I can get that right there, 14 karat white gold. They didn't make a lot of 14 karat yellow golds, and I think I was told that for every 10 of those, they made one of these. And I believe if this thing will focus, you can see the M1 down there at the bottom, right about there. M for 1960s, 1 for 1961. This thing is older than I am. Not by much, but... And it works beautifully. It is keeping beautiful. And look at the sweep of that hand. Look at that. No ratchet, no tick, 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 tick. None of that. Just smooth. And I don't know if this thing can pick it up, but I'm going to hold it right up. Maybe the microphone can pick up the hum. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's a hummer. These things don't tick, they don't click, they hum. And look at that smooth movement. And this is purely a dress watch. I don't wear it very often because that's, I don't do a lot of dress watch. But that thing goes nowhere. And then I sound like a Zelos homeboy every time I talk about these guys, because I am almost evangelical about Zelos. I love this company. I consider El Shintang a friend. I hope someday I get to meet him and take him out to dinner. I consider him a friend. I consider him an artist. And I have owned as many as 15 Zelos watches over time. I have sold some of them off to fund other purchases. I currently own 10 of them, and 4 of them are variations on the hammerhead. I have a hammerhead in meteorite. I have a stainless steel hammerhead, which they didn't make a lot of those. I have a titanium hammerhead with the black bezel, and I have this one, which is my favorite hammerhead. This is the 688. I've told you about this before. Elshin was able to procure metal from the USS Los Angeles, the lead ship of the Los Angeles class attack nuclear submarines for the United States Navy. Its boat number was 688, hence the 688 in red right there. The disc you're looking at is actual metal from that submarine. Now, I have said it before, I am a seasick in the bathtub kind of person. I don't like going out on ships. But I am also a big fan of the U.S. military, and I am a big fan in particular of submarines. I have a good friend named George, who is probably not watching this, who was a U.S. Navy veteran, and I also have another good friend named Scott, who is a veteran of destroyers. So I have friends with naval connections, and I am very, very, very proud to own and wear this watch for what it represents. And just the fact that it is also a gorgeous piece in bronze with the submarine cut into the case back. There it is. A broaching submarine coming out of the water after probably an emergency blow. You can see the sail right there and the bow. And it's just a beautiful piece of art, in addition to being a fantastic watch that wears well, looks great, and just, I can't say enough about the Hammerhead line and the Zelos brand. They're great pieces. And another Zelos that is one of my keepers is one of their Makos. This is a Generation 1 Mako, but this is a bit unique. As you can see, this is a meteorite face with a blue bezel. And you're saying to yourself, but they didn't do that. That's not on their website. You're right, it isn't on their website. Elshin on Facebook, on the Zelos Facebook group, put one of these up as a goof, I think. They're saying, you know, well, what do you guys think of this? And I immediately piped up. I said, here, take my money. And after a few more replies from other people, he said, well, I could possibly make 2 or 3. I have parts to make 2 or 3. I PM'd him and I said, I want one, take my money, how much? And I think a couple other people did the same thing. So there are only 3 first generation Makos with the meteorite face and a blue bezel. So somewhat rare. Look at that Mako shark on the back. Beautiful. I have 4 Makos. I have the blue one that, you know, the stainless steel blue one with the blue face. I have stainless steel black face with the orange inner ring, and I have a Batman, which is, you know, mostly black bezel with the bit of blue between the 0 and the 15, I think, or 20. Anyway, I have those also. And one of those is my birthday watch. I bought it for myself. That was the blue one with the blue face. But this one, if I had to sell all my other Zeloses, is it? Whatever. These would be the only 2 that I'd keep. If I had to sell all the other ones, I would keep these. Now, I've got a couple of other Zeloses coming in from the Kickstarter campaign they just recently ran. So those don't count yet because I haven't got them. So I can't make a decision. But if somebody said to me, you've got to raise capital, you've got to sell off your watches. You can keep a few, but you got to sell the majority of them. These are the keepers. My Pogue, my Lion Shark, my Azul, my Gator 2, my Hammerhead, 688 Hammerhead, my blue Meteorite Mako, and my 14 karat white gold Space View. These are my keepers. It took a long time for me to come up with these 7, so I hope you appreciate the effort. I do appreciate you coming by and taking a look at this video. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Any comments down below? Let me know about your keepers. What kind of watches do you have that are keepers for you? Post pictures if you want. Let's start up a conversation. And of course, if you like the video and you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Click the little bell next to it so that you get alerted when I post new videos. And of course, always appreciate my viewers and my subs, and I will see you next time.